So before the whole Corona thing really hit the fan, Dude and I finally had our photo wedding done, and we picked out what photos we're going to have in the albums, and now the boxes come with the albums in it. So let's check this out. Oh, that's a lot of paper. So I guess these are the two smaller ones. So there's two smaller albums for each of our parents. And this should be the, oh no, this is the single photo. We also got a single, large, nice photo. And this must be the big album. I like how they have it in this kind of like quilted plastic case. Actually, I'm holding the camera, sweetie, so do you mind getting it out? Oh. Yay! That's really fancy looking. Like the cover is this nice acrylic. Dude's not sharing. Hey. 見えないわ. Oh. いいね, いいね. So we had these done with Studio, I think it was TVB Kyoto, who did an excellent job. We had a lot of fun. Dude was originally kind of like nervous, but even he said that was more fun than he expected. いいね, いいね. でしょう。やってよかったよね。This is actually the single print photo that comes with every single plan that you can have there. And this is the one we chose. And you can just kind of like set it out on display in the room. The albums cost more money. We wound up getting kind of like a fancy album plus the two mini ones for the parents. So this was not cheap, but we don't know if we're going to have an actual wedding or not. So this was actually a pretty good deal in exchange for a wedding. And we have something that we can look at whenever we want. Yeah! No reaction. So this is Dude's latest Arduino setup. So there's these 3 LEDs, and this little black thing is like a little heat sensor. And he told me to pinch it, so here I go. Oh, cool. And I let it go and they slowly cool down. That's pretty nifty. Good job, dude. Hello y'all, it is now Tuesday, July 21st, and wow, this week has started off with, on one hand, really nice weather that suddenly became stormy 2 days in a row on both Monday and also today. We had beautiful weather and then sudden huge storms with thunder and lightning and everything. And some really, really good news. So yesterday, I had practice with my Iaido teacher, and he gave me this. Yes. It's a giant piece of cardboard. Now, if anyone does Iaido, you probably know what this means. It means this. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are still wondering what exactly this is because it's all in Japanese. But this is my kyoshi certificate in Seitokai Muso Jikiden Eishin Ryu. So I've done Iaido for 17 years now. And recently, I was able to take the test for my kyoshi exam. Now this year's kind of weird because of the coronavirus situation. Usually this is done at like a big training event, and then they'll have all the testing people come out and do their tests in front of a big crowd of people and a bunch of high-ranking individuals. But this year it's a much more one-on-one, when you're available kind of situation. So while it's a really big deal that I have received my kyoshi, like It doesn't feel like very much has changed because there was no fanfare at all. I mean, the fanfare is not necessary, but you know, when you do Iaido for 17 years, sometimes you're like, oh, I hit another level. So I'm super happy that, well, first of all, I'm super lucky that I've been in a situation where I've been able to continue doing Iaido for 17 years straight. I know many people who start Iaido do Iaido for a pretty long time, and then something in their life just causes them to quit. Iaido is a big reason why I actually came to Japan. Of course, my initial kind of like spark of interest in Japan was like anime and games, but like what really, really got me over here was Iaido. And I am just extremely thankful to all of my teachers both in America from when I first started and all my teachers here in Japan who have helped me out, especially like my own teacher, who has an incredible amount of patience with me. And it's thanks to pretty much everyone that I was able to get the certificate. I'll have to continue working hard from here on out. I now have kyoshi, but there's still a really long way to go. So I'll just have to keep on working hard. So last week we wound up splurging and getting custom foam mattresses from Jibun Makura. Well, in this case it's Jibun Shikibuton. And we also got custom pillows actually. And it's time to take these things out of the box and try them out. So the futon fold up kind of like this to be standing so that you can store them and make cleaning easier. And these are our futon sheets. Gotta get this sucker on there. Oh no, this is a normal fitted sheet. Ah, I see what's happening. So some days are supposed to be great days and then they wind up just kind of sucking. Today was one of those days. I got up early because there was a special Chubu region practice to prepare for the All Japan Iaido Taikai. So it was pouring rain, so I decided I would change on site instead of here at home. So I packed up my stuff and I went to the location and I arrived early enough to, have plenty of time to change, and I realized that I forgot my kimono, like my keikogi. I forgot it. So I was just kind of like, shit, I'm gonna have to be a little late. So I wound up driving all the way back home, which is like 20 minutes away. It's not the end of the world. I was gonna be a little late, and I decided, well, when I arrive, I want to be ready to go even though it's raining. So I went ahead and changed at home and I went back, which is fine. They already started. Some people believe that in Japan you have to be on time all the time, and yes, that is definitely the best rule of thumb to use. But most people understand that, like, you have family, maybe you have a small child, maybe you had work, you had something going on in your life, and yes, this is your hobby and you love it, but life comes first. So, like, it's not a big deal to be a little late, but, like, so the way the place is laid out, there's a big room with windows facing out towards the parking lot. And the path from the parking lot into the Fukushi Center, the kind of community center, is a wooden deck. So I was wearing geta so I wouldn't get my hakama dirty because that area has like a dirt ground parking lot and everything. And so I was trucking along trying to hurry up and get to practice. And I hit that wood deck, and right in front of those open windows into the practice room, I slipped and fell hard. And of course, I was wearing geta, so there was the wooden like as I fell, the geta, scraping across the wood, and then apparently I yelped. I have no memory of this. Thank goodness I didn't swear or anything. And everyone saw. Everyone saw. Thankfully, no one scolded me because I think everyone was just worried because I had such a hard fall. But yeah, that happened. And I missed one of the big parts of the practice. But the second half of the practice went very well. Once my leg kind of like chilled down, it was kind of sore. And I think I'm going to have a nasty bruise on my knees. But it's fine. My leg is fine. I was able to do Iaido. Apparently I did Iaido very well, thankfully, because, well, the teachers kept praising me, so it was alright. That or they just felt sorry for me because of my hard fall earlier that morning. I don't know which one, but it was a good practice afterwards. Ah! No! 大きくなった。どうしよう。Well, my plan to put my shiny new kyoshi certificate in the Nanadan certificate frame failed because the new certificates are larger. And I already have all my certificate stuff out. I thought I'd go ahead and introduce some of my certificates to y'all. Actually, for some martial artists, this is probably pretty interesting, seeing certificates from Japan and the various certificates that you can receive here in Japan for Iaido, so I thought I'd share some of them. Just a reminder, all of my certificates are either from the Zen-Nihon Iaido Renmei, the All Japan Iaido Federation, the Chubu Chiku Renmei, which is the Chubu region federation of pretty much the ZNIR, kind of like the regional federation. And then the Seito Kai Muso Jikiden Eishin Ryu, pretty much my own Ruhas certificates. I'll start with these ones on the wall. This one here is the one I tried to change out, and this is for my Nanadan in Muso Jikiden Eishin Ryu. It was signed by Ikeda the 22nd Soke a few years ago. And next here on the wall, this one I was actually given already framed by my teacher. And this is from the team match that I was a part of at the All Japan Iaido tournament. And we came in second place. I was the Rokudan representative right here. And the last one I actually have on the wall is this one from when, this is one of the times that I won the Chubu Chiku, the Chubu region Taikai. I showed this one earlier. This is my shiny new Kyoshi certificate, which is too big to fit in that frame. And down here, these are my two Zen-Nihon Iaido Taikai certificates for the single tournaments. So this is from when I was a Rokudan, and I came in second place. This is Jun Yusho at the Hamamatsu Zen-Nihon Iaido Taikai. And this second one is actually from last year. I came in third place, which I was kind of shocked because like I barely practiced. Last year I had to go to America for like a month, and I didn't get to practice my Taikai Waza like at all for a month, and I was honestly not expecting to place, so I was shocked that I even got third. So I actually am amazed by this certificate. And the next couple of certificates I have are these. These are actually my Zen-Nihon Iaido Renmei rank certificates. So this is my Rokudan, and this is my Rinchi. So like this is my current Renmei certificate. So yeah, these are some of my various Taikai and rank certificates here in Japan.